Sherdog.com here with Cain Velasquez. Just finishing up a UFC 104 press conference here in Los Angeles. You're going to be taking on Ben Rothwell. You had a little bit of a opponent change. You were supposed to take on Shane Carwin. He's now fighting for the title. Any issues with the opponent change for you? You did get a pretty good notice, so it shouldn't be too bad, is it?
No issues. Last fight I was supposed to fight Heath Herring, and we got changed, so it was even closer to the fight than this one. So I mean, it happens with the fights. If guys get hurt, UFC switches things up. So you just gotta be ready for who you're gonna fight.
Does your base, the strong wrestling base, give you an advantage in these kind of situations because you really don't change up your game plan too much?
I think with every guy, different game plan, and then just trying to go out there and stick to the game plan and pretty much let it have it come out on top. But I mean, just with the it's always a good base to fall back on or to come at people with.
Now your trainer Javier Mendez has said over and over and over, this guy's going to be something special, but right now we need to get him ring time and we need to get him rounds. Do you think the performance against Chet Congo was the perfect kind of scenario for you? You had to fight through a little adversity. You had a dominating performance anyway. Is that something you needed to go through in your maturation process as a fighter? I
think so, but I think I shouldn't have had to gone through that. I don't know if it was the crowd, or it wasn't the crowd. Just going in and probably not not having the experience, I guess, going in. And I was in range, and I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So it's a lesson learned. I got hit, and it shouldn't have happened. I should have been in there and thrown. Ben
Rothwell's the kind of guy, if he hits you like that, you might not be able to hit that takedown. So does that kind of lead to a little more cautious game planning going into this fight?
Just with everybody you fight, it's just always go out there and get your game plan right. He's a big guy, and just with those small gloves, anything can happen. So I think it's gonna be a good fight for sure.
How do you match up against him?
He's well-rounded. I think he's really good hands, and just the person you saw against Chet Congo wasn't me on my feet on the stand-up part of it. It wasn't me. So you'll see a different fighter for sure.
Any little part of you a little upset Shane Carwin got that title shot aside from you?
I was upset, but then I can't dwell on it. They gave me an opponent, and I have to beat him to get on to what I want to do. So, I can't be sitting there just dwelling on it. I can't have it in my head. I got to worry about Ben Rothwell.
Is it reassuring to know at least, you were in a fight with a guy they considered a title contender? Kind of puts you in that same category, doesn't it?
It does, and then even with the Congo fight, they were going to give him a title shot if he beat me. So, just want to let it know, if people want to climb up the ladder, don't fight me.
Is there any kind of rush for you to get to that title?
It's not a rush, but I really, the guys I fight now, after Chet Congo, after Ben Rothwell, I can't go down, I can only go up, and there's only a few people up there from those guys.
Those guys up there are, maybe Shane Carwin, who you're supposed to fight, and Brock Lesnar. How do you match up against those guys?
They're all wrestlers, big, strong guys, a lot of power. I still have to get my boxing better to be aware of that power. Those guys, they hit hard, and you just gotta be ready for that kind of power.
You were very, adamant to thank your Latino fans here in Los Angeles at the press conference today. Mm-hmm. Is that something that really means a lot to you to be fighting in Los Angeles?
Yeah, wherever here or like Arizona or like Texas or whatever. It's an honor to fight in front of this crowd. When I'm out there and the crowd's behind you, it gives you the extra push. So, it's really good, and just reassuring to have people, here, rooting for you. It just makes me proud. I can fight in front of them and, make them proud.